Hello and welcome everyone to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. We are back with our investigation into the bloody murder at the Roman bath, where someone got his eye poked out and subsequently got killed. We have three suspects and a few things to analyze, so let's have a little bit of a lab day and check out what we can analyze at our table. So first we have the dirt sample. Let the focus. Okay.
Selenite.
Selenite.
Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
Okay, let's have a look. We need white clay, that is an 8. So here.
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
Okay. Now let's move on to the blood analysis.
Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface.
Okay.
I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Okay, where do we have it? There. There we go.
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Okay. Oh, so what if the murder weapon that we're still looking for was actually made out of ice? We also saw the ice bucket for the champagne. It would be like a classic
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Okay, let's find out. We found this in the brazier. To fish it out. Not, well, it is.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality.
Okay.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Have anything to look up in our archives? No. Doesn't seem that way. So let's have a look at our evidence. Okay, that leads us to some dialogues. We still have to talk to the suspects. Probably what we will do next, but... Okay. Just ruling out the possibilities. Okay, with that knowledge, we now can go to Scotland Yard, where the three guys who were in the sauna or the steam bath should be, and their belongings are also there. We can investigate those. Oh, do that first. Pitkin.
An embroidered silk handkerchief. A fountain pen with solid gold trim. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Okay. Nothing too special about that. He was the one with the bloody
When
towel.
Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Oh, what do we have here?
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort-flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Interesting. We have Blinghorn. Sir Gregory Pitkin, manager, to Mr. Blinkhorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation at the bath to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavation remain under your direction, and yet the works have not progressed. You have failed to find anything of value, and we are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and to find another workplace. Okay.
An ordinary pencil.
So there was some pressure on Mr. Blinkhorn. Huh? Go.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room.
Let's have a look. Was it forged in Mordor?
I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
Well, that's interesting. A Roman
An
coin.
old and rather dirty coin. Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
Something was
The
torn
last
out.
pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
That old trick. Okay, we can do that.
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Of course not. Here we go. Okay, today I almost found it. What was it? Sure, we can look at it
Mr.
again.
Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. The report from the coroner. Okay. The right eyeball has been burst, pierced to the hilt by a curved bladed knife. The blade cut through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping a part of the frontal lobe and the corpus callosum, after which, completing its trajectory, the cerebellum caused hemorrhagic lesions. One of these injuries led directly to the death of the individual. At the upper lobe of the right lung, there is an old injury filled with an amount of mucus and ciliated debris that may correspond to a chronic infection by elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber, a decaying mummy, for example, or a dried and decomposing food product intended to accompany the deceased in their grave. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged. Today I almost found that this date will go down in history. Okay. Looked at all of the things. There was a map of some sort.
A hand-drawn map.
Okay. Lots of things to talk about. Let's go first to the coroner, though. Gather all the information before we then
Locked.
talk to the suspects. Okay.
An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says. According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs.
Okay, he was a fungi.
The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
Very interesting. Oh, what's this?
The bruising is in lines. Some light bruising caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
That is peculiar. That is interesting. Rope. Very liquid blood. Steam moisture. The presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the stream. The presence of water in the blood is an unexplained clue. It must be somehow linked to the murder process. I say it was something like an ice pick. Something. At least for now. Okay. Everything else is still unconnected. But I think we will find out more now that we talk to the suspects. I hope so, at least. Okay, let's talk first to Mr. Pitkin.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
Well, first we'll have a look at you, buddy. Also not a good start to garner our support. To just be rude, but arrogant look. Could have told you that. Signet ring. Gold chain. Man of wealth. Oh, I missed something. There's something. Mouth shape. Disdain.
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes, I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
Okay.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament, suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
Okay.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Okay. So Gareth saw the body first. As we suspected, the steam was used to obstruct the view of everyone.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
The letter?
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Okay.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Like, he is very unpleasant. He also doesn't really seem to like everyone else.
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Okay.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Sir Rodney, maybe. Well, let's next talk to Mr. Blinkhorn.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
Percival. Okay. Let's see. Not this thick beard. Attentive. Is he the guy with the excavation in the back room that we checked out? I think so, right? Not wealthy. Callous. Okay.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
That was a weird shy look away.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
That's interesting. So it seems like Sir Rodney was a bit of a piece of work too.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Okay. Anything unusual?
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
That is strange.
Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, yes.
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
And that means just steal things?
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
That is interesting because we heard that the medication that he takes in overdoses could cause hallucinations. Oh.
How well were your researchers progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
Is that so? Because in Pitkin's letter, that sounded
This
differently.
letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
Okay.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
We discovered some melted
Would give
silver
him a good
in
reason
the
to
brazier.
not kill Sir Rodney.
Did you put it there?
If his research
No.
depends on him.
Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Mr. Garrow.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
Okay. Badly shaven. What's that supposed to mean? That's how I look. Game is judging me. Eye bags. Yeah, that's me. I'm in the game. Dirty clothes. That's not... Detective amulet. Okay.
What is your occupation?
I am a counsellor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but oh.
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear. No, nothing. I'm better now.
Okay, so it seems kind of the consensus that Sir Rodney was not pleasant to be around, but excellent at his work. Okay.
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot. I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
Oh, it was
but you
his
found
glasses
the body.
that cracked?
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood.
Oh.
I tried to escape. I don't remember.
Saw the knife? What did it look like?
Ooh.
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
So maybe my idea with the ice weapon doesn't quite work, but it might be that ice is involved in some other sense, so we'll see. That is interesting, though. He saw the murder weapon. Maybe it's the murder weapon who got into the brazier and melted.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh.
Okay.
His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now.
Okay, so he freaks out a lot about the ring.
This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it. We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Oh.
Did you place the
Didn't
bottle
help.
of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Garrow
so-
appears to
oof.
be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
He's clearly afraid of some sort of curse, if I would have to pick anything, but he saw the murder weapon. Possibly. Not sure how much we can trust his statement, but okay, I'm just trying to connect and then we go through them. We have the broken glasses. There. Brazier. Stolen notes. Dark. Let's see. So we have Blinkhorn's humiliation. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney, but at a high cost of his morale. Blinkhorn's interest. Lincoln's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney. He was thankful for the possibility of their working together and the chance of learning from. Right now it seems more like this. Again, obviously these are all provisional. Possible silver weapon. Possible, yeah. Immortal secret. Why would Sir Rodney be hiding anything? Could his discovery be the motive for the crime? Very possible. Find out where Sir Rodney was several days before his murder and uncover his precious secret. Okay. How do we do that? Search the map. I think I have to go back to my place. Okay.
Do you have something else to ask me?
I'm not sure that I can be helpful at the moment.
Okay, we can't talk to them anymore. Which is fine. I think now we have to go back to Baker Street. Then use the little drawn map that we found. Not a big map, to find out where he was. This is all very strange. I don't really know what to make of it just yet. There's a map somewhere here. There.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Okay. Somewhere we have a river here somewhere, so use that. Ah, this looks good, right?
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
Nailed it. Oh, that is also where we found the hint for the, what was it, white clay, I think, right? Okay. St. Albans. All right, and this is where we will continue our investigation next time. I hope we find out a little bit more. I'm still very confused as to what happened, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thank you all for watching today's episode of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. If you enjoyed the episode, please give the video a like. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. You can also check out the Patreon link down below if you want to go the extra mile in supporting the channel. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments tomorrow. Until then, have a great time.